What is up, guys? Welcome back. Borden 720 here with the new season here in Horizon. We are still in Series 4. We are currently in the spring season, just popped off a couple of hours ago. So let's see here. So Series cars is the Coenseg Jesco. We're going to go ahead and get that here in about 10 more progress points. And the Sailing S7, if you haven't got that yet, you'll get that at 100 points. I've already gotten that one. And then they got the Horizon World Cup still going on. Basically, that is an accumulation of all the points that you gather based on the vehicle that you're driving for this series. Basically, if you're driving a Japanese vehicle, the points go towards Japanese. If you're driving a British vehicle, it goes towards Britain. So on and so forth. You've got 6 different vehicles that you can win points for. This season is the spring season. And these two cars are going to be the MG MG3 and the Pagani Zonda R. That is legendary, so you're going to want to try to get that at your 40 points by adding up the points at the bottom of these events here. Once you accumulate those amount of points, you will unlock that. So let's get to what we're here for. This is my weekly challenge car. This is a series I do every week where I build a car for you, show you the vehicle, the parts, the tuning, so that you can complete the weekly challenge. This is a series that has 4 events with a specific vehicle each week. This week is going to be British or Japanese car made after 1999. So newer model, British or Japanese car of your choice. Chapter 1 is always going to be the same. It's always own and drive, and then whatever the vehicle is. And this week it is British or Japanese car made after 1999. So once you get in the car and actually hit the gas pedal and move 5 feet, it will unlock Chapter 2. So some of the other things that I do during the week, I'll post some other videos, are going to be if there's an item that's hard to do. For example, there's a treasure hunt this week. So what I'll do is I will seek out and figure out how to unlock that treasure. And then once it's unlocked, I'll go and search it out and find where it is. And I'll post a video up of how to unlock it and where it is located on the map for you. That way, if you have any troubles trying to find it, you can always come back and find that. If any of these videos do help you, of course, likes are always appreciated. That's what tells me thank you. And then, of course, if you want to follow everything that I happen to put up for you all, hit that subscribe button for me. That way you will get a notification and you'll know when the video pops up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get this weekly out of the way. So I'm going to go try to find a car in my garage that I have not already posted up a tune for. I want to try to give you guys as many vehicles as I can so that you have a good garage to work with and a good amount of cars to drive. So I'm just going to go here and I'm going to search out in my garage and see if I can't find a car. So I'll be right back. Alright, so one thing that I like to do every week is I like to go to the design center and pick a paint job that I'm going to use for the weekly challenge to showcase in my video. It's always a top 20 paint job. I always pick one of the top 20 paint jobs. You can see it's a pretty basic design. Looks like it's just a paint job here. Nice colors, bright and shiny, blue and black. And then the red, of course, with the Type R logo there and the Honda emblem with the red seats inside. Got some tint on the windows, so there we go. That is the paint job that I picked this week, and that is a paint job by Doc Seabone 420. And you can see that there is no description on that. It is just a basic design. So we'll go ahead and give Doc a thumbs up on that. Good job, Doc. I appreciate the paint job this week. So hopefully you guys go out there, download his paint job for him, give him a like. Let's get him some bump in the in the paint shop. So let's get his, push that skin up for him. Let's get this guy some money. All right, so there's chapter 1 completed. That's just own and drive. You can see there chapter 1 is now complete. Now we are on chapter 2, which is down to dirt. Plenty of British and Japanese cars became automotive icons. Take one of them off-road and win a dirt race event in any British or Japanese car. So it looks like we're going to have to go win us a dirt race event. All right, we are here in the event. I just want to remind any new viewers that if you're having any difficulty beating these cars, don't forget to set your difficulty at your drivatar. If you're having trouble winning this race, if this car doesn't drive the way you like it, just lower that down to as low as you need to so you can get that win and get it out of the way. Now I did just recently build this car. I have not driven it yet, so I have not done any tuning yet. So we are at basically stock adjustments with the parts that I purchased. And it looks like it's pretty fast. Feels like it's handling pretty okay right now. Let's see how the brakes are. Brakes are a little bit weak. We may need to tune those brakes in a little better. Looks like it handles the dirt pretty good. I did build this with an all-wheel drive. It feels pretty good so far. We may not need to tune on this very much. Alright, that should complete. There it is. Down to dirt complete. That is chapter 2 out of the way. So I am going to go ahead and go tune these brakes a little bit, see if I can get this stopping a little bit better, and then we'll move on to chapter 3. All right, here we go. Chapter 3, Raise a Dust. Total of 4 stars from drift zones with any British or Japanese car. So we just need to go find some drift zones here. So there it is, Raise a Dust complete. Took me 2 runs on a dirt drift zone to get that completed. I basically used this drift zone right here. It's going to be just south of the main festival. And it took me 2 runs to get that out of the way. So 4 stars, so let's go ahead and see what chapter 4 is. All right, chapter 4, final chapter, People's Choice Awards. This is a Final Horizon Cup weekly challenge. Take on any British or Japanese car made after 99 for celebration and bank a total of 100,000 skill points. I use the freeway for this. It's really easy to not hit anything and ruin your multiplier, and you just can drift back and forth. So I'm going to go ahead and go get that out of the way, and then we'll get over to the garage so I can show you the parts for this build, show you the tuning adjustments that I made, and we will get moving. So I'll see you in just a bit. Alright, so that should be it. We're at 25,000 times 10. I did this during a skill song, makes it a lot easier. That will get your multiplier up a lot higher. So go ahead and get those skill points, and that should, once we bank this, it should finish off chapter 4 for us. And there it is. Chapter 4 complete. There it is, guys. Here's your weekly. I'm going to go ahead and get to the garage here so I can show you what this car is made from. Alright, I'm back here in the garage, so let me go ahead and get in here and show you what this car is built with. So as far as the parts go, I always start down here with my conversions. This is an all-wheel drive vehicle, so I installed the all-wheel drive on that. As far as engines, I do have the stock engine. For downforce, we have stock downforce on the front and rear wing installed. Widening is stock in the rear, and widening is stock in the front. Rim size are the stock Honda rims. Tire width, I went with the widest tires in the rear and the stock tires in the front, and then a rally tire compound. Drivetrain, we've got the off-road differential in there. We have the stock driveline, and I put the 8-speed transmission. Brake package, I went with the racing brakes. Suspension, I went with rally springs and dampeners. I have installed the front roll bar, and I installed the race rear roll bar. Chassis is stock, and weight is stock. Engine parts, I have no air filter, stock air filter, stock fuel system, stock ignition, stock exhaust. I did install the racing cam. I went with the stage 1 for the valves. Engine block is the race engine block. Racing pistons, stock on the turbos, stock on the intercooler, stock on the oil, and stock on the flywheel. So those are the parts to get you to that 800 performance index. So let's go ahead and jump over here to the tuning and see what we've got. So tire pressures, I set those at 21 and 21, front and rear. Gear ratios, I did not change individual gears, so those should all be the same, but I did change the final drive to 4.22. Alignment camber is at negative 1.0 in the front with a negative 0.5 in the rear. Toe at 0 and 0, and a front caster angle of 6.0. Anti-roll bars, I did 29 in the front and 25 in the rear, with a spring rate, front springs at 320.1, rear springs at 338.2, with a ride height of 7.6 and 7.7. Dampening front, rebound stiffness of 6.1 with a rear rebound stiffness of 6.1 and a bump stiffness of 4.3 and 4.3. Rear downforce at 265. Front downforce is not adjustable because we did not install the front bumper downforce. And brake adjustments I set to 63% balance to the front with a 91% pressure. And then differentials, I have an acceleration of 80% in the front acceleration, 70% in the front deceleration, and a acceleration of 100% in the rear and a deceleration of 100% in the rear, and a center balance of 60%. So that is the tuning, guys. Give it a go. Get that weekly challenge out of the way. And if this video helped, if you like this build, drop me that thumbs up. That's what I take as a thank you. And I will see you guys next week. And I will go see if I can seek out this treasure hunt for you guys this week. And have a good one. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Hope to see you back. I would love to have you. So have a good one. See you then.